Part 5, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Separate Ways. Remade. I know what you're wondering. You're going, wait a minute, the audio, the commentary, it's not going exactly with the gameplay. What's going on? Well, if you've been with my channel before, let's just say you'll know, some things happen. Audio things happen, and sometimes you just, it's just unfortunate. It's just simply unfortunate. So now, but I said, you know what, I was like, I do declare, I will make a video out of this, even if I have to record the commentary again afterwards, because I was also like, I don't want to replay it, because the whole point is it's like my first time playing it, so I don't want to replay it and know the levels already, and, you know, it's just not the same. So I was like, I'll just talk over my stupid, dumb self playing this, and since I have some knowledge of the future, I can just, you know, divulge a little bit. Now there's machine guns here, they'll shoot you. That's my my pro tip, don't get shot by them. I know, I'm really just inspirational. So, yeah, it sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. Also, I don't know what I was doing here. Clearly it was just, like, let's go nuts. Honestly, I forget exactly how I played this section, so, this'll be fun. Also, Jesus! Did you see that fucking blood splotch on her ass, dude? That looked so bad. Like, I mean, good. Like, it looked good. It looked painful, though. It looked like a terrible wound. Batman up out of there. So this last little stretch of the game's pretty hard. This isn't the last part, by the way. There's one more after this. Just letting you. Spoiler alert. Just I don't know. Why not let you know? You know, I have that knowledge. Why would I hold on to it? Oh my God! Fucking outstanding. Jesus. But I gotta say, Separate Ways, phenomenal. Definitely better than original Separate Ways. Just, it really is. It has a lot of the same cool stuff, like, just, you know, obviously the whole act of, you know, what is going on at this point in time with this character instead. You still get that, but the game's actually better, like, the actual scenario is significantly improved. It's way more fun. There's just something, I don't know, the original, I've talked about it before, it felt rushed, just didn't feel great. But this one, I don't know, it feels more fleshed out. It's about as long as Resident Evil 3 Remake. Not quite, but the fact that it's close is, that's something. And don't get me wrong, yes, I know, RE3 Remake, different team. And yes, I know, probably limited. But, you know, it's still, the facts are the facts. Them's just the facts, you know? I can't really help it. Beautiful. My plan, though, also, I want to play, technically, here's the thing, this is gonna make everyone go, oh, Hopper, evil, terrible, what are you doing, why, oh, also, it's Matthew Hopper, okay, but, I haven't actually played every single Resident Evil game. If we're including remakes, I've played them all, technically, but I've not actually beaten the original trilogy yet. I played one remake just because one remake is significantly better than the original in almost every single way. Besides, I know the dialogue is improved, but I do fucking love the old dialogue. And I've played a bit of original too, never beat it. I was a dumb, stupid person, baby face. I was like, I can't figure it out. What do I do? So I never beat it. Jesus, I can't believe the shield didn't get pulled off. That was bizarre, to be honest. Jeez. I forgot how intense this section is. So I want to play through the rest of them because they're classics. You know, I played Silent Hill 2 OG because I wanted to play it before the remake came out, just because I wanted that, you know, that full experience. So I was like, man, I need to play 1, 2, and 3 original. Jesus Christ, I forgot how much fucking health that one shot from that takes off. If you don't have the vest on, dude, that thing melts you. The fact I didn't die there is honestly astounding. I just watched it in full anticipation. I couldn't believe it. There's nothing quite like just a full getting a full crowd of people and kicking them. You know, there's not a lot of feelings like it. Also, I did not realize I did not heal. There we go. Beautiful, nice shot, Matt, #1 marksman in the world. I'm actually going for a record of, you know, just the best Resident Evil shots. Also, my health. God bless. Those arrows will do a number on you. A number. And now, oh no, we'll have to wait for the whole loading screen and the save. And whoa, we're back. What? The power of editing, son. Get some more blast arrows in there because, yeah, that was detrimental to not have them. So anyway, while my stupid self is looking at this, my troglodyte self, I just think that's such a, I don't honestly even know the true meaning of that. It's just such a funny insult in my opinion. Yeah, I want to play the rest of them, that's it. And then I want to play Code Veronica, even though I've heard mixed things. Like, some people seem to either love it or just fucking hate it, so, you know, that's fair.
Here we go.
Nice. This section's actually not too terrible, to be honest. Even I actually beat this, I did a professional S+ run, and I'm never recording one of those, because it is just, it's fucking, first off, it's frustrating as all fuck, so I'm mostly mad. And don't get me wrong, it is funny to be mad. But it's just, they're just brutal. They're brutal runs, okay? And it would be just an hour of me trying the same spot over and over and over and over again until I get it right. I'm getting absolutely mauled. I'm dead. Yep, I don't even know why I healed there. Watch this. Oh, wow. Wow, I live. That's honestly insane. Oh, there's no way I live. Yeah. I didn't even turn the gun yet. But hey, you know what? I'm a survivor. And I'm a firm believer in first-time playthroughs of Resident Evil. Nice. In first-time playthroughs of Resident Evil, you just go with the consequences, you know? I don't save scum on my first playthroughs. Like, I'll save a lot, but, like, I'm not gonna keep loading back or, like, die purposefully. Unless it's so fucked that it's, you know, some games you just do that. You know when you're fucked. But for the most part, no, I stick with my decisions, even if I use a lot of ammo or a lot of health. It's like, nope, stick with it. Fucking brutal way to go, I gotta say. Might be the worst way to go. It's up there. Ironically, water and fire bringing two of the worst ways to die. I mean, I just think drowning just sounds miserable, I'm gonna be honest. Boom! Knife to knife. Melee combat, son. This game's so fucking good. Like, I feel like this DLC alone puts it from... okay, for me it's a 10, right? For me, obviously, this game's a 10 out of 10. Before the DLC. The DLC just pushes it to, like, cements it as Game of the Year for me. Again, I haven't played Final Fantasy 16. Spider-Man 2 just came out. I know that's probably gonna do super well. Nice. There's something else. Breath of the, or Tears of the Kingdom. I still need to beat Tears of the Kingdom. That's a great game. I have gotten decently far in it, and I just have not picked it up since. And it's nothing against the game. I did the same thing with Breath of the Wild. I waited about 10 billion years to beat Breath of the Wild. Still phenomenal, though. I did, you know, really did not personally take my enjoyment of the game away at all. It's amazing. I forgot this isn't professional, so I can just I can parry like a sloppy little fucker, and it'll be fine. Though it really does wear down your durability if you do the sloppy parry. I just love saying sloppy parry. It's just you know, it's the best way to say it. Or you could even say lang parry, just like, you know, the not good one, the sloppy one. The sloppy one works the best because they're all like, ooh, they don't properly, like they back up and they get staggered, or you get staggered. For real though, knife parry alone make, like, I don't know, this game is essentially everything I wanted from, like, when I played Resident Evil 4 as a younger lad, you know, and I was like, where do we go from here? You know, like, how does a game do this but just improve on it? Like, you know, because, and obviously you want it to improve in every single way if you can. And 5's great. That's the thing. I love 5, and it's closer to the gameplay of the original technically. Damn, this is just. You know, this is what I wanted as a kid. Like, this is like, in my head, this was like, this is the Resident Evil 4 I wish I could play as a child. And I have it now, as an adult, so I can actually play it. It is interesting. I wonder if I would have been more, there's some, because I don't, this game's not necessarily, obviously it's not necessarily scary, especially just because playing the original so many times, honestly, like, there's not much they could do in the remake besides completely change, like, I mean, change shit so completely that you, like, it's scary. Like, I don't know, even the section with the regenerators, they really do revamp the whole section, but, you know what's coming if you play the original. And, I don't know, there's something a little scarier about older games, I think. I think maybe it goes along with analog horror, or something like that, just that feeling of older stuff. It's just creepier. I think there's a dissonance between it and reality. Like, for example, this looks, obviously it's not 100% reality, let's be realistic, come on, but it clearly looks more realistic than the original. But for some reason, just that old GameCube, PS2 era, those textures, like, I know everyone goes for the PS1 era for horror, and I get it, it is scary. There's something about just, like, any of them. There's just older games. Like, I think that's why like, Puppet Combo, the guy that made, what am I doing? Run, Matt, you fucking idiot! I really wanted to kill this fucker, damn. But, like, the guy that made, Power Drill Massacre, he made a game like, Get Out of the House. And, well, in all of his games, they're, like, analog horror with, like, PS1 style graphics and typically classic survival horror, like some mechanics, like Power Drill Massacre, fixed camera angles, obviously, but really that's it. You just there's nothing else besides collecting shit in that game and running away, so that's it. Then in the last house, or whatever it's called, Leave the House, it's very much more Resident Evil, to be honest. You get into a house, it's actually very Resident Evil 7, even though, well, okay, it all goes back around, because it's Resident Evil 7, which was inspired by Texas Chainsaw Massacre, clearly, and that's also clearly what, Get Out of the House is inspired by. But it's also inspired by Resident Evil. It's a full loop. You see the circles, you see the cycles. I love it. That's why I love games. I love it. Because unlike movies, there's a certain respect and okayness with using, like, stuff from other games. Like, obviously don't just straight up copy the game. Like, if you played Get Out of the House, it does not feel like it's copying Resident Evil. It really does not. But you can absolutely see its influence, for the better, in my opinion. Hey, finally. So this is pretty funny. There's a correct way to do this section. There is. There's also this way to do this section, which does work. Believe it or not, I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, I'm dead. Holy shit, I'm dead. But if you're swift enough and you have a healing item, boom, you can just fucking run through it. You don't have to. You can take out that thing though before you get over there. There's a hole for you to shoot. And I was just like, oh, fuck it, I guess I'll run. Also, I like that they're polite about it. They're like, yeah, we'll stay back. We're sorry. We're sorry. Apologies, mister. Ma'am. Ma'am. Also, gotta love the classic Resident Evil trope of characters staying breathtakingly beautiful after just going through some of the most disgusting, just horrid places in the universe. Like, boom, right there. Entire clothes would be covered, her hair would be covered in mud and matted. Like, that's the thing, it's their hair, dude. Like, your hair gets greasy if you wear a hat and sweat for a couple of hours. Like, it will get greasy. So you're not telling me they're not running through all this and their hair is just staying absolutely perfect. But, oh, it's Resident Evil. The only one that really had that happen was Ethan. And even then, you don't see his face. And what you do see of it in 8, in the little third-person mode, it still stays fine. It does not seem to be affected too much. Don't know. Oh, yeah. Hey! Almost forgot. Hey! How could I forget? It's the laser all the way. It's the laser. That's actually so sick though. Like, no joke. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It was in the reveal trailer, so it's not necessarily that surprising, but it's still awesome nonetheless. This is actually pretty cool. I got very lucky the first time. I just happened to get them all right. But you just follow the, it's kind of a strange puzzle. It's not technically 100% logical, but you just go for each of the splats or whatever, and it goes in order from like most filled in thumbprint to the least filled in thumbprint. That's how you do that puzzle. Alright, this is about the experiments of the amber, blah blah blah. You can read it. I'm gonna be honest, I'll read the second page because it's already too far ahead and I'm lazy. It's a great achievement! Next, I want to test its influence over the superior species of Plaga. However, only those at the top of Los Illuminados are hosts of this particular type of parasite, and they would never agree to participate in any experiments. I need to plan carefully if I wish to find any volunteers. Annabelle Garcia Esuedro, head researcher. Yeah, son, I finished before my in-person, in-game recording gameplay self finished reading it. Also, nice tutorial for crouching and standing at you know, about what, like 5 hours into the DLC you're supposed to play after you've beaten the, you know, relatively 16-hour experience. Also, the effects of the Amber are greater than anything I could imagine. Murnasina was once fragile. Now he's impervious to conventional weapons. What? I wonder if that's foreshadowing of any kind. Hint, hint. It is stronger, but not improved its mental capacity at all. Unlikely that breaks free. It's a little we can do to actually stop it. That's awesome. Dude, scientists in Resident Evil, fucking, they're a bunch of dumb dickheads. Let's be honest. They're always making shit that they literally state, we are fucked if this thing does anything like out of the ordinary. Guess what happens 99.9% of the time in all of these games? Considering the games happen every single time something goes wrong. Cool ass new enemy. That's the new one. It's pretty wild looking, to be honest. It kind of it actually gives me slight now that I'm really looking at it, not exactly obviously in any way, but it's given a mix of like quite a few Resident Evil enemies to me. Like, I see a tiny bit of like the Ustanak, I see a tiny bit of the weird ass fish dude from Resident Evil 8. It's pretty cool. I like it. And you know, it's not around long, but it is. I think it's the not the only. Obviously, you have the people with the heads and all that. The cowhead dudes, those are brand new. But and like some of the variants of the villagers and like the cult, all that. You know, like just the variants of the common enemies. But I think this is like one of the only other. I think it's like, yeah, the third brand new enemy in the game. I could be wrong. I'm probably someone's gonna go, you fucking idiot, this enemy's obviously new. What are you talking about? And I'll say, I'm sorry, I apologize, my mistake. But I think it's like, this is the third new one. Or no, okay, if you count all of the cowhead enemies as one, technically it's second. If you count all of the cowhead enemies, it would actually be like the fourth, because there's 3 cowhead variants. Also, they have to absolutely, I messed this up once, so they absolutely give you extra time for that puzzle, like an absurd amount of time. But I thought that all that meant, it's hard to tell because all of the sounds go on, but I feel like nothing ever happens to me when I'm in those puzzle menus, like ever. But it makes you feel like something should be able to happen while you're in them. Oh, looks absolutely gorgeous. And it looks, even, if I'm not mistaken, well, let's just watch. I won't say much. Let's just watch it. Ooh. Beautiful. And it's, yeah, this first bit, that's so sick. And that is just like the original. Different colors, I think, potentially. I don't remember. Honestly, I just don't remember. But in that second part, same as the original, but now you have to crouch under it, which is really cool. Because before it just split so you'd walk through, but they're like, ah, you gotta crouch. Also, this is a weird angle of the camera, I'm gonna be honest. And like, it's not best. It's not their best, arguably, presentation-wise, right there. Just that little jitter of the camera and stuff. But still cool as fuck. You still get to do a little QTE to dodge it. Because they were like, How else are we gonna realistically have you do the lasers? Yeah, look, I was denied because I was like, what? Bingo, jackpot. And the comms room, son.
How to connect the device.
What is it? Oh, nice. Disable the security, son. That's what we need with that monster on the loose.
I'm at the site and jacked into the main terminal. You're going to blow up this entire island, including the president's daughter. Won't that make things harder for you?
There's no room for half.
Wesker, you're such a fucking piece of shit. Weak exists to serve the strong. I love very
Get back to the island.
Copy that. On it now.
There's something so great. Like I just love I love it because Wesker, he's just so evil. He's so evil. Same with like Sadler in the original game is so fucking evil and reveling in it. It's actually absurd.
Okay, Luis.
It's actually absurd. Wesker is the same way though, to be honest. He loves being evil. He loves it.
I don't always play by your rules.
And he just doesn't even hide it. That's the thing. He doesn't. He makes no measure to hide just how despicable of a person he is, and I love it. It's honestly more respectable than most RE villains because he's just like, yeah, no, I know, like I'm fucking, like I'm taking people out. Like let's make no mistake what I'm doing. Oh, this looks so sick. And I bet if I had ray tracing, it would actually have like the reflections, but I don't have ray tracing on this PC. Honestly, if I did, I don't even know if I'd turn it on because I feel like would the performance cost be worth like 2 seconds of really fucking cool reflections? Probably not, to be honest. And it's not even, to be honest, it's, from what I've seen, I could be wrong, I've not looked at it in fucking forever since like basically launch. But I don't remember the ray tracing really being that prominent in this game. This is so good. Even though it's also bizarre, I love the thought, it's like, it's so, like the lasers are just like hurting them a little bit. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, they just get a little hurt. Well, to be fair, he was told to be fucking absurdly strong. And that was sick. That one almost got me when I played. I'll be honest, the first time, I did not expect it. And hey, this right here, very much like the movie. Not exactly, but very, that is, there it is. That's what it is. So sick.
Always have an out.
I saw some dumb people going online. They were like, ooh, and here's why it was baffling. I know, yeah. He's like, oh no, what's going on? Oh wow, it leads right into this. Holy shit, I forgot.
Got you now, Sadler.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a whole bit, but I saw some dumbass comments that were like, oh, they really Capcom really fucking censoring themselves with this fucking laser hallway. Especially if you look at the deaths, just because it'll just show her bleed basically and then cut to black, so it doesn't show anything too graphic. But if you played the original game, you would know the laser hallway was never a graphic death. It just fucking blasted him back. And then everyone was like, oh, they censored all the violent deaths for Ada, and it was like, are you fucking stupid? She has all of the same deaths he can get. I got my head and body cut in half multiple times. I just can't stand fucking stupid people bitching and not knowing what the fuck they're talking about.
Now, find Leon and Sadler.
Oh, nice. Let's do it. And that's my little venting session for the day.
Leon's headed for their sanctuary. I'll meet him there.
Because yeah, it looks great. And don't get me wrong, sure, some of the deaths are ever so, I actually admitted that I think overall this game does feel pretty damn violent, like really violent. But I do think I probably still prefer the original chainsaw death. I still definitely prefer the original death when you get sprayed by the bug's acid. That one's the only one I was actually heavily disappointed in. That's honestly the only facet of this entire game I was heavily disappointed in. So if one thing If the only thing I'm upset about is like one fucking death, who cares, right? That means it's a good game. Like that means that's the only thing I can find. It's like, who gives a shit? Like in the grand scheme of things, I prefer this one still. You know what I mean? Like that I still do. But I still love the original. Don't get me wrong. I don't know when I'll go back to play it, to be honest. It'll be a minute. Just because this one is fucking fun. But the original has a very special place in my heart. It always will. It always will. And there's certain parts of it I don't think can necessarily be replicated. I think it's a product of its time. And for good reason, you shouldn't try to go back to completely recapture that same exact magic. It just won't happen. It just won't. It won't. It won't. Games are up to a different... People look at games differently. Like, there's just... Times change with the games. Games change with the times. Jesus! Got fucking obliterated right there. Nice. God, I love her melee attacks. They're so good. So good. Stab. Yeah, there's no reason, like, I know some, don't get me wrong, I get it, some people are like, oh, they should have kept the goofy tone. It's just, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be as funny. There's a certain charm to the fucking goofiness of the original. It's so goofy because it's not, like, it's both taking itself seriously and not taking itself seriously at all at the same time. I don't know how they do it. It's honestly extremely impressive. Probably comes from a mix of them getting the game itself seriously damn good, but also Mikami having, to write the final version of the story in like, what, a few fucking weeks? The fact that he wrote that in a few weeks is a marvel to look at because it's so funny, it's so silly, and it also makes sense why some of it's... Oh, my fucking... Oh, it's fine. It's just my computer. It's my computer. It's actually not my computer. It's Adobe Premiere. Jesus! That was unlucky and then lucky right after. Turns out it's a little too low for you to properly get under. But... I even forget what I was talking about. Yeah, the fact he wrote it in a couple weeks is great, but it also, there's definitely moments in the original that you can clearly see Mikami was sort of just fucking going with it. Like, the way Luis just, even in this one, when Luis leaves, I still thought, what the fuck, you're just gonna let him walk away? What in the world? Why? Who would ever do that? No one would ever do that. Although, actually, in this one, it does make it a little more clear that he's like, I need to go find, like, stuff to help you continue your quest. Whereas in the original, he literally just bounces, and they're just like, oh, whatever. Or, like, and screaming for Luis is always a little funny. Son of a mother truck. What a jerk. What a mean person. Like, was that really necessary? Awesome. Damn. I forgot how brutal that checkpoint is. It's not the most brutal. It's not as brutal as professional when you die and you realize you didn't save. But, still fucking brutal. Also, I forget how many shots those guys take. I love being able to critique myself from the future. As if, like, as if it's fair or valid in any way. Then again, I'm still hitting those fucking shots, so I'll take it. Also, I'm so bad. Well, nah, I remember I said, like, for these first playthroughs, I do like to kind of kill everyone. I think it's just more fun. And you're usually able to. Only on professional, I feel like, does it actually become quite an issue of conserving ammo and stuff. Like, don't be wrong. You're not gonna just... If you're just firing everything willy-nilly, you will run out of ammo in this. But if you're hitting your shots, you're gonna be fine. You should not struggle with your ammo. You can go a little bit liberal with it, you know. And I don't know if I ever shoot those barrels. I do. I shot the fucking axe. Nice. Marksman of the year. Marksman of the year. Doing it. Doing it. That's so good. Oh, the best is really, it's when you kill it. You gotta get the kill. I knew it.
Not a thing.
Oh, it's actually a Leon line. I didn't mean to say that referencing Leon, but that is what he says. Yeah, when their heads shake like that, when their heads shake like that, it's noticeable. Man, sometimes a grenade's just so nice. It's just like you just need to really everyone just chill the fuck out. You know, that's what you throw out. Oh shit, fuck these spider dudes. It's so funny, because they're honestly easy, like right there, right? Easy as fuck to kill. Like, if you just have one running up to you, it's not an issue. For some reason, dude, every time I tried this after, like, this playthrough, those motherfuckers would find any and every one they could. They would run the fuck away and wait for people, I swear. It was crazy. To be fair, I was actually going faster on professional, so it was probably more so I was running into more people for the spider to, like, jump onto and latch onto. If we're being honest. Which I'm not. Fuck it. It's bullshit. I almost ran into it again. I guarantee I was about to run into it again and, like, just had to stop myself. Yeah, this part, it's not the worst, but it's pretty fucking tough on a professional, man. I'm gonna be honest. It's pretty tough. They just start, because everyone is at max aggressive, fucking annoying versions of themselves. Even this motherfucker, honestly, I forgot how many bullets he takes to take him out. The JJ replacement, I kind of miss JJ, I will be honest. I was shocked they took JJ out, but maybe they're saving him for RE5. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Do you think they're just gonna go, we don't like money? Like, I don't think they will. I think Capcom likes money. You know, don't get me wrong, they're a great company, make some great games. They're a business though. And you know what business is like? Is to make money. Then again, I say that. Some companies just make some backward. Konami, I think, might hate money. I think they might. Like, just now they're starting to do all this Metal Gear Solid re-release shit, but for a long time it felt like they really just didn't. Well, no, they do care about money because they only do fucking pachinko. That's why. But I mean, God, Activision, Blizzard, specifically Blizzard, I swear I think they do hate money. I think they do hate their players. Like, it's baffling. It's baffling. Not as bad as Nintendo. Nintendo does hate their customers, you would think. If you saw, just looking at how they act, dude, you would think Nintendo just fucking can't stand their customers. Making that whole shit for Smash, where you had to sign up with some specific organizer to have any sort of official tournament whatsoever, fucking bullshit, dude. What a stupid thing. I think they might have ended up, I can't remember if they got rid of that or not, but also, fuck yeah, I love it. Because the original, you get to find Leon's jacket and that's it. So in this one, you find Luis's glasses, I'm assuming it's Luis. Leon's jacket, and Krauser's beret. I just think that's awesome. That was very bizarre, to be honest. Nice. God, that shield grapple thing is honestly just such a lifesaver. There's no other way to put it. It is a lifesaver. It just really, it solves problems, you know? Beautiful, beautiful. Section's actually, ooh, I forget how long. Her last little bit's like a little longer than I had originally anticipated. I was gonna say, Matt, please don't use that full heal. My inventory looks like a mess. An actual travesty. Oh, you just heard my dog shaking herself off. Because dogs like to shake. I guess if you're covered in fur, it would make sense. Because you would be like, oh, all my fur, I need to get it loose. Or something like that. I don't really know. I'm not a fucking dog. I'm just guessing. Also, that's absurd. If he doesn't die on this shot, that's absurd. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, Matt. Okay. Oh, that was bad. That's what we could see on professional. I don't know if I would. I would heavily consider reloading, depending on how far back the save is. Depending. When the save's far enough back, dude, on professional S+ runs, I just say fuck it, I run for it, I just sprint. The only one that was a pain in the asshole because of that was good old Sadler. And hey, that's the end. Hey, I hope you all enjoyed. Seriously, sorry I had to be post commentary, but you know, shit happens. I'll see y'all in the next video. Try to speed up the process a little bit. Hopper out. Peace.